base area no matter what. Of course they do, and yeah, they do come out on top with a lot of loot, but at the same time they're not really able to utilize their loot as they're not really able to. And overall, just take a look at the absolute mayhem. Seems like in Milta they do have a little bit of neighbors going in. It's going to be KSX and Max. Are they going to be fighting for the early kills over here?
I mean, they've always been pretty much dropping over there, so they've kind of made that peace that we're not going to engage with you guys. You don't mess with us right from the very game in front of them, and still managed to try to retain all their players in those final circles as well, and got that chicken, and that was a 20+ kill bomb. So that's really high in terms of competitive standards. But as we move along further, so we do have this team, A1 1952. So they've kind of been in the thick and thins of things. They've shown good performances, but in terms of positioning, they've somewhere kind of lacked as a result. They're not that high on the points table that they should be.
I mean, indeed, yeah, they're not really that high on the points table, but certainly we can just hope for them to actually climb up there slowly and steadily. Of course, they still do have those 8 matches going in their favor. Of course, one of them is being played right now. But now, one thing we really want to see is, of course, that they're going to be not in the circle. And certainly, circle has panned out in the shooting range area. And I really want to see some fights happening inside shooting range area. But as
around those compounds, trying to find a spot some or the other player. As we can see the boys over here talking, taking a few shots on the side screen that we have in front of you. But Dominic, well, he's trying to spot out the players over here of the Eccentric Infinity, and however he kind of acknowledges the fact that there is another squad, but he does not really know yet because they've not been on those kill leaders, kill boards up until now.
Indeed, they haven't been, but it seems like there's just going to be so many mags unloaded from their guns as well. As we take a look, another fight seems like it's going to be erupting. It's going to be between, A1 and Log1. Seems like it's going to be a lot of ones over here. But which team is going to be coming out in the top 1 position? It's going to be interesting to see. But certainly seems like, yep, the utilities are being used in the process as well. But none of them are going to get knocked with those utilities. As we see, Rolex absolutely down 1 HP, barely surviving on his knees. But Log1 now certainly are going to be healing themselves, and they do want to actually reposition themselves. They do not want to take the fight. As we keep on talking, Log1 is just under a heavy amount of fire. They're also taking so much damage in the process as well. I feel like this is a really good moment for A1 to actually take a little bit of cover and even start pushing a little bit, because Log1 certainly seem like they do not want to take this fight.
Yeah. But right now, A1, so they've got those covers. They're making those shots happen for themselves. Again, revealing the positions. But Log1, they're the squad that they kind of try to avoid. Let me just kill myself.
But yeah, Rito, that was such an unfortunate turn of events coming up for that man. I feel like at that point he was actually just panicking a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he just lost track of that.
It's the very name itself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Blood Legion.
Yeah, if you just see them in the kill feed, just decimating your teammates. Of course, we can understand if your hands start shaking, but as we take a look, seems like Max is just going to be making a rotation out in the open, and Casper's certainly not scared of anyone there in process like those. But now, one thing is going to be interesting to see that how are A1 going to be deciding to pan out the entire situation for themselves, because they do have one of the teams right next to them, but God's Reborn is just going to be in the nearby vicinity. As we take a look, God's Reborn is having a really hard time standing up. As we take a look, the res is coming in, but how long is Yashiro going to be able to stick that res onto his teammate? Certainly not long enough. As we take a look, Yashiro also in a massive world of trouble. As we take a look, Gentleman also falling down. Now it's all down to Koa and Yashiro. How long are they going to be able to survive this out, though? Now, Gentleman seems like he does have popped that first aid in, and now they're also trying to rest their another teammate left. Now, Infernal Parasite GX also getting knocked and completely eliminated from the entire 9th position. Now, Yashiro does have that little bit of cover going down in the process. Now, how long are they going to be able to stick the rest? As we take a look, another fight is erupting, and it's going to be a massive knockdown coming in onto SLRX Sketch going down as well. But now A1 1952 certainly able to capitalize onto that compound, and they do have Tufik going down as well. Now the rest is going to be coming in through.
Not have any stones unturned for himself. He does not have any mercy in his hearts as he goes and gets that one knock. And A1 1952 not really having the most of the kills, but still having majority of their players alive and in good contention for the chicken, as the circle has taken another curveball. So many teams have to really move in, but KS Axe, I believe that's from AOK9, but log once, Fuad has been picked off by Magneto from the far off Ray. Gaunt's Reborn, of course, taking an exit over there. And now we're just down to our 5 last teams, and with 9 players alive, it could be possibly anybody's.
Certainly it can be anybody's as we take a look. Execute also goes down for Magneto. Beautiful spray coming in from that man as well, capitalizing onto their position as we take a look. Ironic has been completely eliminated as well. Beautiful contestation coming in from A1 1952. One shot also going to be there to actually compromise onto their position as well, but certainly not bad coming in from Ironic as well. Managed to secure those 7 kills, and those top 5 spot is certainly not easy as we take a look. Danger still managing to keep his team barely alive, hanging on the cliff. But now the main fight over here is going to be between KSX and going to be A1 1952. Of course, A1 does have a little bit advantage going into this. They have 3 members alive, and KSX only has 2, but certainly ALK9.
Rolex over here, but that won't not be necessary because Magneto just finds him off guard over there and takes him down, and so does Sakil go down, and it's the last player, Ehsan. 1v3 for KSX. Can he clutch it out? Looks very highly unlikely as they're still putting up a fight, but that's not going to be enough. As there you go, A1 Esports 1952 coming with that big chicken.
Indeed, they did manage to secure that chicken dinner, of course, and they really needed that. They were in a crucial need.